Okay, I think the streaming has been started also. Can someone check on YouTube if the streaming started? Then we will begin. I pasted the link in the chat box. Can someone please check it and confirm once? Okay, so all right. Thanks. Let us begin.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Is my screen coming up? The terminal?
No, sir.
No,
Not,
sir.
not yet. Okay.
Yes.
Sir, I had a question, sir, if you don't mind.
Of course. Go ahead, please. Yes.
Sir, for the OPP,
Mm-hmm.
uh, can we open two windows? Like, for example, in one we can keep the question and do the coding in the other.
Now, did you check with the ops team? I think we discussed that, no, in the previous session. Actually, you have to check this with the ops team. I'm sorry, I'm not
No,
aware of.
they are, sir, they are telling that you check with the instructor.
Oh, is it? Okay, okay. So then in that case, you may put it on Discord because I am not aware of that. Perhaps other instructors.
I don't use Discourse, sir, but
Oh, is it?
I
Okay.
think you should be able to tell that, sir,
Yeah,
if you
yeah,
don't mind.
sure, sure, sure. So no, actually, I need to check once. Let me check with the team. I'll get back to you. Okay. Can you put your roll number there? In the chat box.
Oh,
I'll check and confirm to you. I mean, I am not at this moment. I'm also not sure. So therefore, I also need to check. I'll check with the instructors and let you know also.
okay, sure.
Okay. Yeah. That is okay. And the other thing is again, as I mentioned in the previous session regarding tmux, I mean, if you're comfortable with that, you can use it. But if they allow opening two windows, then also that is fine. But I'm not sure. So that I need to check. Okay. Next person is Aman. Go ahead, please. Raise hand.
Sir, I have doubt in week 5 PPA 5.
Week 5, PP5. Okay. Okay. We'll do that. So the thing is,
Uh,
the agenda. Go ahead, please, Aman.
Sir, actually, I posted on Discourse what I did, uh,
Mm-hmm.
and sir, you can. I don't know how to proceed
Oh yeah.
further.
Okay. Okay. Sure. 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 So we'll see that. We'll see that. Don't worry. So let us start with that only then. Which one is that? Week 5 PPA. Which one?
Yes, sir, we can start with PPA
Okay.
2.
Okay. Sure. We'll start. We'll go through in series. Okay. Fine. So if you see now we have 5, no? 5.1, 5.2, 5.3, and so on. So we'll begin with that. Okay. Sure. So actually, I want to do practice. Like I wanted to start with the practice ones, but it's okay. We can go through the PPA also. Fine. Thing is that you have to create mkdir PPA1 5.2. Is it? Let us see one also, no? Once see what all is there. We'll quickly move on to 2. Uh, 1. Okay. Now
Sir,
show
actually, sir, PPA 5.
PPA5. Okay. Okay. Is that okay, Aman? If we go in series, can you wait for some time, please? Like we'll go one by one. Is that okay?
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sure. Sure. Thank you. Okay. Now, so this one, what I can do is I can just clear this and show again. Okay. So again, we'll have like 5 minutes. Like these questions are easy only. Okay. So it'll take 5 minutes. Give 5 minutes to all of you to try it out. And again, we'll discuss the solution. Just a second. Yeah. Fine. So I'll go through the statement also. So it says week 5 question 1. Create a file documents.txt. Okay. And when they say create a file, I think I'm assuming it's going to be created in the current working directory, which is this one. Okay. So we are going to create this containing all the possible file names in this particular format. So what file as a prefix here, file underscore XYZ. Now XYZ is a different thing. So XYZ we are going to replace it, okay, with something. So it says where X is a lowercase alphabet, meaning A to Z. In the lowercase alphabet, what all possible combinations you have? A to Z only, no? So 26 such possible names could be there. I mean, if you replace only X, and then we have Y also, which is also a lowercase alphabet. So it is 26 into 26, or 26 multiplied by 26. And the last one, Z. Last one, Z is the number between 0 to 4. So how many numbers are there? How many numbers are there between 0 to 4? 0 and 4 inclusive, right? So it is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So there are 5 such numbers, right? So we have done a few PPA5 already. It's fine. Okay. Okay. We'll not spend much time on this. Quickly go forward. Okay. Sure. Because otherwise we might miss out on the context. Okay, because some questions are going to be building up from the previous ones, no? So that's why it is important to look at that. Okay, thing is that you have 26 possibilities here, 26 possibilities here, and 5 possibilities here. So it'll in total be 26 into 26 into 5, regardless. So thing is that this talking about brace expansion again. Okay, thing is, before putting it into documents.txt, we will try to echo the possibilities on the terminal, and then we see it is coming, no, then we can just redirect it. So essentially something like this we have, let's say I'm going to write something, no, in the documents.txt. So I can say something like this, echo hello, and then give the documents.txt as the output. So whatever comes out on the screen will go into documents. So that way, this is also one way to write things in the file. Okay, thing is that now instead of putting hello, we need to put a particular combination. So it goes something like this. We have file underscore, okay, and then in place of X we'll have A to Z, small letters, right? So you write something like this. Instead of saying A, B, C, D, E, you can do this also. But one way is to do this, A dot dot Z, like this. So that is one part. In the next part, they are saying that it is also going to be A to Z. So it is something like this. And the last portion, which is Z actually, capital Z, is actually 0 to 4. So this is the way you do brace expansion. So before putting it into documents.txt, I can just echo this onto the screen. So you see all the possible things coming, right? So you have A0 and AA1 and so on up to 4, AA4, and then you have AB0 and so on. All such combinations are being shown here on the screen. Okay, so now instead of putting it on the screen, you can just directly redirect it to documents.txt, and then yeah.
Sir, that file name should have .txt, no, sir?
Yeah, I think I missed that. No, let me see. Yeah. So after the XYZ portion, we have the .txt also, so that you can add it here in the this thing, right? So instead, as similar to how you are putting the prefix of file underscore after the patterns, we can also put after the brace expansions, we can put .txt also like this. Okay, so that way you put it in the documents.txt. Once it is done, you will go in a single command, and that is what we've done. File names in documents should be separated by a single space, which is by default the case with echo, right? So it is automatically separated by space. Examples is you don't need to create any script. You cannot directly run the command in the terminal. Okay, so after it is done, meaning after the file is created, we just do synchro eval and it should pass. It passes. So that is, so the key point here is regarding the brace expansion. Okay, you have to understand it. Essentially, you give series like this. So thing is that all possible combinations from the first one will get, and then so it's like every possible combination will get matched up with every possible combination from here. That's how you get it. So think about it this way: if you have something like this, so for example, 1 2 3, so 1 2 3, right? Three possibilities here, three possibilities here, and three possibilities here. So that way you'll get in total 9 files, 9 possible combinations. So it's essentially get multiplies, right? It multiplies. Okay, that way. So you essentially get all the combinations. Okay, so I think this was relatively easier. Move on to the next one. Now I'm going to use brace expansion to create directories for all PPAs in week 5. So for that, you can do lsopt to first of all see how many questions are there. So in PPA, we have 5.1 up to 5.7, I think. No, that's the last. It's the last one, 5.7. So if I want to create directories for all at once, then what I can do is I can use similar thing and do mkdir, because this expansion, this is called brace expansion, and this you can use as any command. So PPA underscore 5 dot, right, and then I say 1 dot dot 7. So essentially it'll expand it out, 5.1, 5.2 up all the way up until 5.7. So essentially, if I do that, yeah, 5.1, for 5.1 it complained, but the rest of them would have been created because it was already there. Now if I go to PPA, now I can see also, I can just sorry. So you see all these are created. 5.1 has it, 5.2, 5.3, all the way up until 5.7. All the empty folders are there. Okay. So we go to 5.2. Now synchro show, moving slightly faster. This one. Okay, so it is a combination of using the cal command, which is for the calendar, and redirection operators also. So we want to redirect the error to error.txt and so on and so forth. Okay, if you want, I can also go through that. So instruction is saying that Yeah. So essentially, if the input given is September, I think we're going to write a script, no? Yeah. Calendar.sh. We have to write this script. In that, what it should do is, if the input provided is some month, okay, then you essentially create a file called under that name of the month only. So for example, for September, it is like SEP, and that same file is created .txt in that same directory, and which is having the calendar of that month. If and the error is empty in this particular case, if there is an error, meaning some wrong month is given, no invalid name for the month is given, then automatically some output will come onto the standard error. So that we want to put into error.txt. In case the output is correct, then it automatically goes into the standard output and error is empty. In case of error, error will have the error message and output will become empty and so on. So that's what happens. Yeah, the variable month will be present. So yeah, exactly. The only also one thing is that this is a variable. So month, when we are writing the script, no calendar.sh, we'll assume that month is already with us, meaning it is declared, so you can use it. So for example, what I mean is, so assume that I have declared something. I mean, I don't have the variable here now, but I can declare something, right? Like this, for example, month equal to December, like this. No, once I do that, now if I were to use that value for that variable, you know how to do that. No, you use the dollar symbol and then do this. So echo month, then it will print out the value, current value for that variable, right? So what they are saying is, in our script, when we are writing the calendar or message, we'll assume that this month is already given to us. Some assignment is already made. We are going to just use it. Okay. So in that month variable, we'll have the value for that particular month. It could be wrong also. So in case it is wrong, we'll have to print to error.txt. If it is correct, then we'll show the calendar. Now, regarding the calendar, so the cal command essentially, if you were to see the help, yeah. So in the this one, oh, you can essentially specify the month and the year. We need not use the other switches for now. So essentially,
And
you can do something like this. So you say
in
Jan.
WSL, actually, we are not getting the cal. If you do cal Jan, then in WSL it is not coming. Just an information.
Okay,
Maybe
sure. Thanks. So you're using WSL. You should be doing SSH, no, to our virtual machine. Why are you using WSL, by the way? I mean,
no
you have.
for no, but for practice I'm saying
Oh, okay.
generally.
So you can install it, no? You can install the cal command also. Okay. So cal Jan, for example, I want to see for 2023 what happens. So you see January 2023 comes up. Now what happens? An example, for example, if I don't give the year also, uh, oh, it takes the year first, is it? Month and year. Oh, so you have to say minus m. You want to get only for the month, then you say minus m and then give their name. So for example, September. So this way it comes. So if the year is not given, it will automatically take the current year, which is 2025. Therefore, it takes it. I think they're talking about only the month. So we'll give the minus m option and then give the name of the month. We don't need to specify the year because they're only giving us the month, right? So essentially, the idea is assume that month is given in a variable. So let's say I say it is Jan, like this, and then if I say cal minus m and then give the variable instead of the actual month. Okay, so whatever the value of the month is, take it from there like this. So Jan comes up. Now if I change the month, let's say I say August, like this, and then again run the same command. Now the variable is changed. Now the command is same. Okay. We're going to run, it will show up August because for the current value of month is changed. Right, that's what happens. Now if it is wrong, so let's say ABC, which is not a valid month. Okay, if I run the cal command, what happens? You show up an error, right? ABC is neither month number nor a name, meaning it is wrong. There's neither a number, meaning you can give 1 to 12 or a name, valid name, but it is neither, so therefore it fails. So this is a standard error message. Okay, so idea is something like this. Assume I have month in the month variable. A standard output I want to redirect to the file named the same as that of the month. Okay, so I can do something like this. Dot txt. You see how it is happening? So essentially, we have this file which is the name of the month itself. If it is Jan, it is Jan, and vice versa.
Hello?
Sorry, just a second, please. Yeah, sorry about that. Okay. So that's what happens, right? So you have the month in the variable, so therefore you can give the file name as that also. So that is one part. The other is that, so this is the standard output, no? Because if the calendar is there, meaning the 1 month is valid, then it is going to output the standard output. So therefore we'll create the file and have the calendar there in automatically. If it is not a valid month, meaning it will output a standard error, meaning this kind of a message comes up, no? In that case, we want to just print to error.txt. So this is the entire command that you need for this particular question. Okay, now we can try it out on the terminal alone. Like clear this. Idea is that I have month, so let's say Jan, and I'm going to run this command. Okay. So if I do ls now, I have error empty. So error nothing is there, no, because no error is there, because it is valid. And you see jan.txt has been created. Okay. So if I say because it was Jan, so if I go to jan.txt now, I see January's calendar, calendar for the month of January. That is okay. Remember one thing, that even if it is wrong, so assume ABC, and then I'm going to run this command again. Right. So what happens is that that file will be created, meaning this file is created because it wishes to output something, but nothing comes on the standard output. No, so it will be blank. There's no calendar for ABC, right? But then error will have the error message in this case. You see, ABC is neither a month number. So this is coming from this error.txt. Okay. So this is the idea. And now since we are assuming that the month variable is already with us in the script, we only need to write this one line. Okay. Because month is already given to us. Like it will be defined when we run this. Okay. So we copy this. What should be the name? Calendar.sh. No, told in the problem statement is calendar.sh. Okay, nice. Now we have bin bash. This is the command. Now we are assuming month is already there. Okay. This is the entire command. I think once we evaluate, this will work. So any questions on this? So far it is clear, hopefully, right? What is happening here?
Sir, one thing I wanted to ask you,
Go
it
ahead. Yes.
might sound stupid,
No,
but
no, it's okay.
the thing is that so whatever we write in the bash, like when we open Vim, the same thing we can run in the command also, right?
Yeah, I think you're saying that whatever we write in the script, can we run it on the terminal also interactively? Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah.
So thing is that whatever commands you write, no, on the bash. So this is the bash terminal. It is running, right? Now, whatever I'm going to do. So for example, cal or other such commands I write, right? So it kind of shows on right away. The output is shown. Like you write it and then you run it. Essentially, the output is shown. The same commands you can also write in a script, but when you write in a script, no, it will run in the order. When the script is run, it will run in the same order, and the output comes. Meaning, in this case, you run one command, the output comes, no. But in the script, it is not like that. The script is like once you finish the entire set of commands, then only. I mean, for each individual command, the output will come. That is correct. So yeah, that part I can demonstrate. So thing is, let's say I have this file is there, no. So instead of one command is this command, right? But before that, I want to say something, right? So this is a line. Okay, like this. Now, so what happens? Echo. So when I'm running the script, no, it will go sequentially. You run this command first, so output will be shown, and so on, and this the next command, and so on. So that's how it's similar. I mean, the way you write it in the terminal, it is similar to how you write in the script also. Now, if you run the script now, yeah, one more thing is that you have to do chmod, no, u plus x, meaning you make it executable so that you can run it. Now /calendar.sh. So you see this one coming. The output for the next command did not come because we had redirected both the standard error as well as the output. No, so the output will show up actually here in the. Yeah, I think the month is set to Jan. Therefore, we are seeing Jan here. But whatever the month may be, okay. According to that, the file will be created. The output for the next command did not come only because we had redirected it. Okay, so that part is okay. We can maybe remove this part for now because evaluation will complain otherwise, I think. So this can be removed. It may not complain also because they want to check the file only. Okay, they are not going to see the standard output. But anyway, now we'll evaluate. Okay. Now it fails. Just a second. Why does it fail? 2020. Oh, so they're mentioning the year also. 2023 they want. Okay, let's see. Month will be having this. Okay. They said that they want
So
some
this
calendar
is
month.
So this is where, right now, see, we are not able to simultaneously see the question.
Right, right.
So this is
So you
where
can
I
use,
was coming from.
correct, correct. I understand. So you can use Tmax for that. No? Let's do that. Tmax new session. We, start using Tmax now. At some point, you'll become comfortable. So that is a good thing to, know anyway.
Sir, sir, actually, yeah, there are so many things to do, right? So I was
Right.
thinking that hopefully there is one less thing to learn new.
Yeah, I don't know. It's okay. I'm not talking about in terms of the exam perspective per se. In general, like, good to it's good to, but regardless,
Okay,
I'll,
so
I'll confirm. Confirm regarding that. So the thing is, Control B, and then you have Shift 5. That way, you open split it. Once you split, it's like simple to use. Then after that, I do synchro show on the right side, maybe. Yeah. So they are saying 2023, right? That part I think we missed. Now Control B, left arrow, I comes to this side, and I'm going to just go to the script and change the year. Now instead of, so I think I can say -m and month like this, and then give the year also. But other format is that I just omit this because they are expecting, if I don't give -m, then they are expecting both the month and the year. So month remains, okay, whatever the month is, and then you have 2023 like this. Okay, so it will pass. Now I have month 2023, calendar is the correct thing, and we are redirecting to error also. Yeah, I think, sorry, I think it'll work out this time. So synchro eval passes all of them. Okay, so that is the idea. Now, yeah, go ahead, please, Aman. I think we are coming close to your question now. Uh, 5.5.
Sir, actually, most of the question was discussed last week.
Oh, is it? Okay, nice, nice. Okay. Yeah, yeah. So
Sir,
maybe I'll just speed it up. I'll just write that down for my own record, maybe.
yes, sir,
Um,
this question was discussed, I think.
oh, is it? Okay, nice, nice. Okay,
sir,
then
5 point.
uh, 5
Sir,
point.
sorry, sir. I have one doubt. If I have two variables, then now here 2023 is fixed. If I have
Okay.
two variables, can I do it or
Yeah,
I
of
will
course,
not?
of course. So you can have like, so for example, if I, sorry, month is there, and let's say Jan. So that is one assignment. The other assignment may be year equal to, let's say, 2026, for example. And then if I were to, I'm just using eco, but it could be any.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, so month, and then I say year. Like this, so you see Jan 2026. I mean,
No, no,
essentially
no,
this.
not in eco. In the command
In the
calendar.
command, in the cal command also you can do. So this, it'll we do cal because I have month year both. Now it'll show for
Ah,
January 2026. Hopefully, yes, it does.
okay.
Okay,
Got
now
it.
so just to cross check, let's say 2024. Yeah, Jan 2024. Yes, the
Okay.
command remains the same. Okay, nice.
Thank
So
you, sir.
yeah, since it is already discussed, I'll quickly move on to the next one. Also, quit. Now I've created all of them, so I need not create the directories. Okay, bash command to print the number of failed login attempts. Yeah, for this one, I think, let me see if I can make it smaller so that we can see the whole thing. Is the font size okay? Or is it too small or too? It's fine, right? Readable.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now idea is this kind of a log file is there, right? So my author.log. Idea is that I'll just quickly run through it, okay, and then do that. So because we want to move to other questions also. Thing is that they want to know how many times some. So actually, what happens is this file, whenever someone's logs in or tries to log in also, no, it is logged. The attempt, login attempt is logged there. If it is failed, they'll say it is failed. Fail. If it is logged in successfully, then it will be a different message. Idea is that we want to count how many times a particular user has failed to log in, or in general, how many times failed login attempts whether across users. So let's say in the system there are two users, and one user failed to log in because they forgot the password maybe 2 times, and the other user was able to log in because he or she remembered the password, right? So then only two failed login attempts were there, will be there, right? So across users, they may not interested in the actual user, but across users, how many failed login attempts are there? So in such questions for better pattern matching, what you have to essentially do is figure out a way. First of all, you had to know what are we looking for first thing, and the other thing is figure out something which is unique to that particular pattern that you are looking for. For example, we are looking for failed login attempts, no? So for that, we have to figure out in this log file some pattern which only comes up when there are failed logins. Okay, and then we'll extract it out and then do line count. So when you do line count, essentially you get the number of occurrences of that specific pattern, right? So for that, I think the specific message that comes up, let me see. Yeah, authentication failure comes in, no? This one is a good one. So this is unique. That's what. Whatever pattern you want to look for, no? This involves a little bit of creativity. I mean, you have to figure out in real time, depending on the input that you've been provided with. Like you are looking for a certain pattern, then you have to just go through the file and understand that. In this case, it is relatively easier because you straight away see authentication failure. But all pattern matching questions, you have to be a little bit. You have to look into that, and then accordingly decide which pattern to filter based on. Okay. But in our case, I think it is going to be easier. Go ahead. Yes.
Sir, I want to say
Mhm.
tomorrow is week 6 deadline,
Okay.
and we haven't practiced anything of week 6. Why?
Week 6 we did not practice because I think the previous week was quiz, no? So solve with instructor did not happen actually. Like we went through the quiz discussion in the previous session, right? So we were not
But
able
how
to.
will we? Yeah.
Yeah. So okay, we'll take up some questions from week 6 also if time permits. We have time, no? So you can go through that. Again, it is being recorded also, so you can come back to it and revise. Is that okay?
Okay,
All
sir,
right.
please.
So yeah, of course. We can go through that. It's not a problem. So I think how many 5 dots? Only 7 questions are there. No, we already at 5.3. It will be finished. So once we finish, then the other half of this session we can go through week 6 questions. Okay, fine. So yeah, so idea is that we basically match on the authentication failure. I think now one more thing is that we have to see how many times it shows up because we don't want duplicates. So I think there's only one. And yeah, the other is failed login also. Maybe you can match on this failed space login in caps. And so let's try to match on this and then count. Okay, this should work. Okay, now we have this. So we should go into that particular folder. No? TPA 5.3. This one is it, right? Hopefully, yeah, same thing. Okay. So we'll do it rather quickly. The name of the file is myauth.log. Is it already there or do we need to create it? Let's see. I mean, if they can give us that with synchro in it, no, that will be better. Okay, my other log. Can I get it by doing synchro in it? Okay, script this command will be written in fail.sh. That's okay. So one thing we can do, you know what? Let me just exit this one and do synchro show here. That way we'll see the entire file, and I'll just make a copy. So I think this is. Try to make it smaller. Let's have a copy for this, or we can take it from the test cases. Also, not difficult to copy at once. Okay, we'll take it from the test cases because I want to show in the terminal like this. So for that, PPA 5.3. So you go to CD OPT IC2001 PPA 5.3. You'll have to test public test cases, public test case 0, and then you'll have the file here. Input is that my auth.log. So I just copy this to my folder just to experiment with that. Now we have this. Okay, not here. To go back to this. Okay, clear now. So yeah, this kind of input. Okay, so assume that this is my auth.log file. Okay. If you get this, you see this. This is the log. Okay, so let's just try some pattern on this. Idea is I'm going to cat on this grep with failed login. That's all we need, right? Just that we have to see that it should be unique. Yeah, since this is a pattern, you have to quote it. The space is interpreted as different arguments, right? So let me do it like this. Yeah. So yeah, I think it is relatively unique, right? Because the time also changes, so it is not duplicate that way. Because maybe for example, guest two tried two times. So, but the first login failed login was on a different time than, for example, for the next one, right? So this suffices, right? You got, so how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 failed login items, right? So that's all we need to do. Once we have this, now we can One thing also we could do possibly is to do -o to only get this part, but that's okay. That's regardless because we need to count the occurrences, right? So once we get this, we do WC minus L. So that gives us 7. Okay, so this is the command that you need. Okay, just, go through that. Name of the script is fail. Sorry, fail.sh. Sorry. Okay, now we are going to paste it. Hopefully, the command makes sense. In case there's some confusion or you want clarity on this side, just ask that.
Sir, change the input.txt to my auth.
Right. Thanks for that. Because in the evaluation we have that, no? Okay, good. This is done. Chmod u plus x. What is that? Fail.sh. Synchro show. We'll move quickly. Done. Okay. Hopefully it's clear. We are going to move forward. Okay. We can come back and discuss later also in case needed. Okay. 5.4. 3 more in week 5. We'll go to then week 6. Synchro show. These questions are kind of okay, not too difficult to deal with. Yeah, this one idea is this command uname minus a. It gives you the Linux kernel version and some other information, like for example, what kind of architecture of the processor you have. These are like columns, no? Different columns have different what do you call different information essentially. In this case, all of them are matching, right? So x86_64 is what we need, but this can differ on different platforms. Different machines will show up different depending on what kind of architecture they are having. So for that, you can see uname minus help, uname help. So therefore, the order in which it shows up, no, in the following order essentially. Okay. So first thing is the kernel name. We see it from the help only, so we know kernel name is Linux, and then we have the node name or the host name. Okay, network node host name. So that is SE2001. We know that, right? And then we have the kernel release. This one. So this part is kernel release, and then this part is kernel version, I think. Yeah, and then yeah, kernel version. Machine. Oh no, just a second. Kernel version is longer than that. So idea is that think about it this way. This is printing the entire thing. Okay, and we'll go one by one. We understand what is what. So so you can do something like this. Uname minus s. Yeah. So Linux. This part is the kernel name, and then you have n. So node name. This is okay. And then what else? R is the release. Okay. Up until GCP. This one is the kernel release. Okay. Now we have after R we have V, which is kernel version. I think it is, yeah. So you got the timestamp also. This is the kernel build essentially. So we have up until 2024. Okay. Just a second. We can print all and then see this one. Yeah. So this part is going up until this. Oh, so this entire thing is hash on this part. Yeah. This part is the kernel version or release. Okay. After that, you've got after V, you've got M. So that is machine. So I think we need machine. Okay, this one. So I can get the machine from this the machine hardware name. Okay, and that's what they are asking for. If you see synchro show, yeah, write a command to extract the system's processor architecture. Yeah, so that's what it is, right? Processor architecture is shown in operating system is different. You can either have, I think it is the processor type. Okay, so it will be, I mean, in this case, it is all the same, but in different machines, you can see different output coming in from there. Okay, so that's the idea. So this way we can do. Yeah, we'll just give this. The output should be something like this. Yeah, that's okay. And write in this particular file. Okay, so let us do that quickly. Architecture .sh bin bash. So we'll say, because we know from there we can get it, right? So uname minus, what is that, R, no?
P.
P processor. Okay, sorry, R is the release. Yes. Okay, so P, fine. Essentially one command only, no? And then we have u plus x architecture. In this case, it will pass, I think, because it's all the same. So the last 3 columns are same, but accordingly you check it and give it. Okay, that's one part. The other is that you can also use cut. Okay, cut. So I mean, you essentially can use cut command to also, like in one line it is coming, right? So you cut based on the space and whatever field it is, you take it from there. So assume that we don't know about the other arguments and you're only going to see this all or just uname. Okay, uname all we need. Okay, uname minus a or all. So you get the entire thing. And then you can pass it to cut. Delimiter remains this space. So something like this. And then you give the fields. Okay, so F1 is this, F2 is this, F3 is this, F4, and like this you can figure out. I think F12
F12.
is 2024, F13 is, yeah, F13 or 14 or 15, either of them it could be, because all of them are same. So in this, I mean, since this thing is dependent on the hardware, this is going to be constant for this virtual machine at least. Okay, so that's what we have. Okay, now moving ahead. This passes already. We have evaluated this 5.5 synchro. Sure, yeah, this one is what I think Aman was asking about. No, this one 5.5, right? Where was the confusion?
Sir, how to use sir unique command? Actually, I
Unique. How
doesn't
to do
get.
unique? Okay, okay. So what is the question first of all?
Other
Go ahead.
other than that, everything you can.
Okay, sure. Let us go through that. So I think you'll get it. Let us script to print the users. Okay, now we are interested in the users also. Earlier we just talked about how many the number of failed attempts. Now we are thinking about the users also. Who, and the other thing is who are logged in successfully, meaning who are logged in. So thing is, again, you have to look for the pattern. So idea is that I'll let you know. Idea is that when somebody is successfully logged in, no, so this comes up. New session, whatever the session ID is, of user and then the username. So whoever is able to successfully log in, this message will print up for them. Okay. So we want to get all the users who are successfully logged in, from this file. So again, the pattern should be this, right? New session, whatever because you can do grep, no? So whatever the session ID may be, it could be anything. So we'll put something like, dot star of and then user, and then we'll have the username. So we can extract like that. Okay. So I'll show you that how to do that. And then we do unique. So let us do the pattern matching on that. Again, we'll copy the input file. So from there, ppf 5.5 test case, no, public. Okay. Test case 0 input. I copy in my auth. Let us name the same thing. Okay. So we get this now. This file is there. Okay. So idea is that I'm going to grep on this particular string. Okay, new session, because I know this is going to be like this only. Right? Some character, new session of.
Can you scroll above 1 second?
Scroll above.
Yes. What the command was for transferring the file?
Oh yeah, of course.
No, no, yeah.
Before that, no, this one.
Yes,
Copy.
yes. Please,
CP.
please.
Fine. Shall we go forward? Okay. So yeah. So what I was saying is essentially I'll copy this. I mean, already copied. So I have grep now. New session. Dot plus, because we don't know what kind of session ID will come up, right? So anything it could be of user, and then the name of the user also could be anything. No. So let's say dot plus, and then after that, essentially I end. Okay. That's what happens. So, or I may say like this. No?
Sir, should it not be egrep?
Egrep, yeah, because I'm using plus, correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this comes up. Thanks. So this comes up. So new session city of user GDM guest student guest and guest 2. Now idea is they want the user names. Okay. But we are matching like this, and we should match on this because we don't know. We want the new session part also. No, then it is a specific. Otherwise, we want to just have the username. Then it could be anywhere in the log file. For other things also, they are printing the username. No. So we are not sure whether it is for login or for login failure. Also, it comes up, right? The idea is that we must match on this. So therefore, the power of pipe comes in here. Idea is once you match it, and the other thing is you have to do O also. So therefore, only get this interest. I mean, we are interested in this part. So this part is okay. Now I can since it is done, I can then use cut, right? Cut based on the delimiter being space, and then I can take, because I know it's just constant. No, so the first thing is new, then session, whatever the session ID is, of F5. So a user, and then F6. So F6 is always going to be those users that are there. No? So it might also be that you have unique, because they logged in multiple times, like for example, guest, right? So the guest user tried once, maybe some different time, in the morning they tried. So they were able to log in. So that got logged. And in the evening also they are trying. So they logged in successfully. So that's a different time, but we got 2 users. No? So they want only like the all names of the users who are successfully logged in. That's it. They want the duplicate. They don't want the duplicate. So therefore, once we have this, now we have this list of users. No, then on top of it we can run unique. So therefore, what will happen is essentially, yeah. So regarding unique, also we have to sort before it. See, the way unique works is if it is in the sorted order, no, then the duplicates will come in sequence. So we'll have guest dot, and then after that again guest dot in the same order. Like essentially, it will be sorted. So then only unique works on top of it. So when you do unique, make sure you do sort before it. If you do this, then it is fine. So thing is, if you do sort before unique, I mean just sort, then all the duplicates will come together consecutively. Then on top of it, unique works. So thing is, if it sees that immediately after something, it is already seen, no guess dot, and after that again it is coming, so it will just remove it. So therefore, before using unique, you have to do sort, and then after that, if you do this, then all the duplicates will be removed. So you only got this GDM guest 2 and student. I think we don't need the dot also, no. What is the output? Sample output, we can remove the dot. Get all listing, that is okay. Yeah, the dot is not there. So for that, what we can do is we can use tr and delete this dot. There's only one dot, no, so we can delete this. Yeah, so it got deleted. So idea is you go to the log file, grab one new session of user, get only the username by using cut and getting the sixth field, because why? Because this sentence is fixed, therefore we are using O also, no. So we know for sure that this only will come. Now the fields are fixed. It cannot differ. It is constant. So now we know the first one, the second one, third one, fourth one, fifth one, and sixth one is what we are interested in. Therefore F6, and then we sort. So sort and unique go hand in hand actually. That is sort and then do unique. So therefore it eliminates the duplicates. And then since we don't need the dot also, because we are done dot plus, no, so anything comes up. So therefore we are done. One other way, if you don't want to use this tr at the end, no, you just get rid of the dot directly. One thing you could do is that you can say user, and then we can say, so it is not supposed to be having any dot, no. So we can say alpha, but in the alpha also dot will come up, no. Yeah, alpha one or more times. Yeah, so that's what in the alpha you don't get the okay, but it will not match on the guess 2 then. Yeah, that's what. If you add digit, I think it will start matching on the dot also. So best way is to not worry about that, just have everything here. Later on we can remove what is unnecessary, right? So we have this, and then after that we do tr minus d is deleting, right? Dot, so it deletes the dot. Therefore you get this. Now this one we need to put in the what is the name of the script? The solution script, what is the name? I might have mentioned it, no. Okay, login.sh is the name of the script that we need. So we have the command already. Just create this quickly. Login.sh. Again, bin bash. Paste. I've copied it. Oops, I think it did not get copied. Just a second. Up until this point, I just add the rest of it. Bin bash. So again, we are looking at the log file, grabbing one new session of user, cutting based on the field name, getting only the username, sort, and then unique, and then lastly tr minus d dot, so that we remove the last dot that is there. Okay, this is the command. Is that okay? Any question on this, Aman? For you, it's fine, right?
tr is useful
For the replacement of certain characters that are there. So assume that yes, I want to save the modified before. Okay, so assume that I'm echoing something. So echo hello, or let's say like this 1 2 3 4, right? So it comes up. Now if I pipe it to tr, thing is that it will replace whatever you give with other things. So for example, I want to replace comma with plus. So that's what happens. You see, that's the usage of the tr command. You give a character and then give another character, it replace one with the other. That's what. So comma is now replaced with plus, for example. Right. Similarly, you can give minus d also. So it'll remove it. So you have comma, no, here. So if you do minus d comma, then it'll remove that. So this comma got removed because echoing this, no, and piping it to tr. The idea is that it just replaces it. So since we had the dot coming at the end of the username, this one, we had the dot coming in, so we wanted to remove the dot. Therefore, we are having tr minus d dot, so that the dot goes away. Because if the dot is there, no, then the test case will not pass. They try to match it, it will not match. So we have to remove it. Okay. Now if you go to login, this is the entire thing. Is that okay? Yeah. So let us try. Evaluating passes. Only one test case is there. Okay. Now two more questions. 5.6 synchro show. Again, on the same log file, I think they are going to do something. Print the previous login time. Previous login time. I mean, see, the previous login time essentially is whatever the last login time is. I think, yeah, we had done this question also before in one of the earlier terms. So there was this confusion of, see, one thing is that I'm like, let's say for me, I'm logged in right now, right? So if I'm already logged in right now, the current login will also be logged there. Right? So that's what they're calling as the previous login time. Essentially, is the last login time, that is, not the one prior to the current one. Previous login time is assume that there's some user that logged in the morning, and I'm checking in the evening. So their previous login time will be the one which in the morning itself. They're not talking about the current user, because the current user, for the current user, the current login is the last login, right? I mean, so it is not the previous, technically speaking, it's the current login, right? That is there. So, but they are not saying that. They are saying that we need the previous one, which is the current one actually for other users which are not logged in, right? Essentially, think about it this way. So I log in the morning. Some user logs in the morning, and in the evening, I'm checking for that user. For example, for guest, right? So that's their previous login time, meaning they logged in the morning, right? So that the last login time for them is the previous login time. Okay. So essentially, we need to get the last instance of their login. So we already know new session for that shows up, no? So, and then we need the time also, so that we'll see how to do. It's a continuation of the same thing. Maybe, yeah. Again, I have to get the test case. Just a second. Let me copy that again for this one 5.6. Perhaps there will be some difference in the log file. I think it's the same. But again, just to be sure. Okay, same thing. So idea is, yeah, slightly different. No, it looks slightly different. I don't know. Anyway, so new session is what we need. So again, we are going to use the same command. So let us use that. This is a different question, but so up until this point, because we want to see the entire thing. So if we remove the -0 now, remember every time an entry is logged in the log file, they'll have a timestamp. You see, new session 25 of guest. So for example, for guest, and they're asking for guest only. Previous login time will be this time, right? So they logged in twice. They logged in on January 21st at I think, yeah, 9 minutes past 8 in the evening, let's say, and then they logged in again at 32 minutes past 8 in the evening, right? So they want the previous, I mean, essentially the last login, that is, because I'm looking at it from a different user's perspective, right? Let's say I'm the administrator, and I want to know for the guest what is the previous login time, meaning when they logged in the last time, essentially. So I need this last login time for this one for guest. Now, so this part is okay because we want to get to the login, so that I think hopefully it's fine. Now, once we have this, what we'll do is we will, yeah. So again, off use, because we know for guest alone we need to check, so we can just add that. It is constant, no? They are telling that they want to know for guest. So that way I get only for, yeah, one thing is that I need to say dot. If I say dot, then essentially like this, yeah. So dot and then line ends, essentially because I want for guest, not for guest 2. Okay, therefore this. Now you have 2 entries. So remember, the log files are always written from top to down. Essentially, the last entry will come at the end and so on. Like in this case, the order is like that. Now you have the last one at the end. So then once you have, so what this will give is all the login attempts or successful logins for the user guest every time they do that. No? So the last timestamp is which one? The last line. No. So therefore we'll get tail minus n1. So we get the last. So let's say maybe they tried logging in 10 times. 10 times they logged in and the record for that is there. I want to get the last login, so therefore tail minus n1. So therefore I get the last, this one. And now, since I need to get the timestamp, I can essentially, what is a good way to do that? I mean, I can essentially do grep again and do based on the format, that
We can do
that
cut
asked.
also, no, sir.
Yeah, we can do cut. Thing is that, yeah, we can also do cut, but thing is that, yeah, let's do cut. Thing is that no, I mean, since all of these things are separated by space, so the thing is, for example, if I do cut based on space, then F1 will give only Jan. That's what. So yeah, but it's okay. F1, F1 to F3.
Okay.
Wife
F1 to yes, good. So we get the timestamp. Now this one we'll put and see if that shows up correctly. Hopefully it does not fail. What is the name? Name of the file. So what you could do, you can just put this format also, like, because we know that is that, no? So I mean the grep also is see, again you do grep and on this particular format. I think the format is same, right? The month, the date, the hour, minute, and second. Yeah, that's correct only. That's the same thing. So we need not worry about that as such. What is the name? Name of the file is login time.sh. Yeah, this is what they need, right? Jan 21st. I think we are getting the same output, right? Yeah, same thing. Good. So login time sh bin bash. Oops. Correct, no? Yeah, correct only. Bin bash paste is correct, right? Yeah. Tail minus n1 cut d space minus f123. That's correct. Save chmod q plus x. And I have yeah, evaluate. Passes. Okay, last one for week 5. Think we have about an hour, so we can look at week 6 questions also. At least start with them. How many ever they are. Maybe you can do halfway through it. Not halfway, maybe 1/4 of how many questions are there? I don't know. Let's see. For this one. Week 6 we have PPA. Yeah, I mean we need to do practice also, but for now, I mean let's do week 5 and week 6 PPA. Okay, there are only 2 PPAs, right?
Yes,
And then
sir. We can skip 2 last questions. We can practice week 6. There is only 2 question of PPA and practice assignments are also there. No?
no, but for week 6 you don't have practice, no? You see, because for
Okay,
5.9
yes.
after that you have 7.1 only, no? So there are only 2 questions that we have, right? Anyway, so yeah,
Okay,
we'll do that.
sir.
Let us do that, no? So we are doing which one? 5.6 is done. We'll do 5.7 and then 6.1, 6.2. After that we can close. Okay, fine. So let us
Okay.
finish with this 5.6. No, 5.6 already done. 5.6 we did, right? Just now. Sorry, just to cross check.
No, 5.5, 5.6 was not done.
And this is the one. This is the one that we did just now. The time stamp, last login time of guest. We did that, no? So one more. Sorry, 5.7. Okay. Synchro show. I think it is going to be similar. So now, okay, there is also one thing. So let's say some user is logged in. Okay, and they are logged. Let's say I'm logged in or guest is logged in, and they use the su command. So what is the su command is switch user. Switch user. So I did not log in as guest, or I did not log in as a student, or I did not log in with my user. What I did, I logged in with some other user, and then so generally the admin does that. Okay, if they want to troubleshoot or do something, no, they switch to someone else's account if they have the permission, or they give the password if you have, or we can also switch. So I have 2 accounts, let's say, and I logged in with one of my account, and then I use the su command to switch to other account. Right? I did not log in, I switched. Okay, so for that, in that case, there's a different login tree that is made. So we want to grep on that. Essentially, same exercise. Okay, we want to see only if it is happening through su switch user. And switching back to the previous user should not be accounted. That's okay. So basically, you have to grab all the lines where su command is run successfully and fetch the username. Okay. To which the user student switched to. So question is, a student logged in to the system and a student used the su command to switch to several users. Let's say he or she switched to guest, he or she switched to guest 2. The student logged in and switched to multiple users. So they want to know, the student, what all user names or user accounts he or she has switched to. So we want the switch to user, the user to which we switched. Okay, essentially that's what we need. So that's okay. So su, for su you have specific specific message that comes up. Let me see. So you have the UID there. Hmm. See, a student is doing, no? So SU. So like this, we can use the same message, no? So here also we see SU two guest, meaning two. So a student did that. Two guest and so student switch to guest. Student switch to guest two, and then again they switch to guest, and so on. The other way is that you can grab on this message also. Session opened for user by for user guest by student, right? So by student is also one thing that we can look into and then grab on the user part. So let us do it this way only, you know. Session opened for user by student. So by student is the constant part, and we just get the usernames from here. Okay, that's what we'll do. Okay, so same thing, copying the um, test cases, the input rather. Which one is that? PPA 5.7 and public test case 0 input. Copy as my auth. The name does not matter. We want to just see that. So I think we had the command, no? Copied already. Is it there? Yeah, it's there already. So I just modify this. So again, the same file. Yeah, but then we don't end here. Open. So what was that command in SU? The message in SU. Oh, the SU thing is not showing up here. Just a second. I'll see that again once again. Yeah, session opened for. So in this case, you don't have the session ID, no? Session opened for user and then by. So that's what you need, right? Copy this, and we'll just change it. So instead of new session, we'll use session opened. Okay. Now, so session opened for user, and this part is constant. Now, this part will change. So anything, any user, it could be by student. This is what we're gripping on. So I think, yeah, I think this way you get it. So you have all the user accounts to which the student switched. Okay. Now we want the usernames. Okay. So one thing we could do is just do -o. That way we will only get this. Okay. And then session opened for user will remain constant. Which column is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th field we need, right? So we have got the. I think the delimiter is by default space. No. Let's put it also. Okay. And then F5. Yeah. So we get this. Now, are they asking for unique? Print all the usernames. Okay. No, what kind of output is that? Is it distinct or? Oh, all of the entries essentially, including the duplicates in the order. Okay, same thing we are getting. No, guest to guest, student root, and so on. Okay, but root is coming twice in my case. If you see, okay, I
So, sir,
think that
this sample output files and all that, from where you are getting these things?
in synchro show at the bottom you have it. No,
Okay.
they'll give it. The sample input output is always given for the questions. Then only you understand it. No,
सेम है सर, सेम है जो कोई भी फर्क नहीं है.
no, I was talking about the root actually. So root, you have one, right? In our case, there are two. So let's do okay. If you do unique, then it will be different, huh?
Yes, its root is coming 2 times. So we have to end me unique.
Right, right. But then if you do, I mean, I can do that. I can do that. But then you see, even guess two is coming twice. Just wanted to verify. I mean, we can do unique. That's okay. Yeah, you see. So only root is once, but guess two is coming twice. How is that? So I think they are mapping on a different.
Sir, I think we have to use something else. We have to use, there is something that is percentage or double percentage, double occurrence.
No, if you do unique, Doing unique is not the problem, but then again yeah, like guess to twice is coming like this. Okay, we will see this. Let us
So we can
evaluate and check.
sort them now.
No. I'm not talking about this guess to and that. Oh, okay. So this is a good one to use tmux. Actually, I'll show side by side. Thing is, Control B, Shift 5. You see, what I'm saying is, we do synchro show. You can compare. Uh, oops. Okay, in the others one, we are still here. I need to go to 5.7. I don't know why it is the case. I think they are mapping on a different pattern. You see,
But in
sample out.
unique, sir,
Hmm.
the guest is coming 2 times, and I
Yeah,
think output is
in the yes.
matching or
You
not.
see what is happening. Guest two, then guest, then student. This is, up until this is okay. Then root is also fine. But then here, why is guest two coming twice and then guest? I think in the sample output it is wrong. Is it wrong or what? I don't know. If they have done unique, then this guest two in our case is coming only once. I mean, it's quite similar, but I don't know why. Uh,
But unique is not matching also. Guest is
Sir,
coming
run one time,
three.
then check it.
Why?
Sure. I'm going to run this.
Okay,
Let us
sir,
run
we
here.
will commit at the last.
So nano, what is the name? SU, su.sh. I think I've already copied. Did I copy? Is it copied? Let's see. I don't know. No, I haven't. Okay. One problem with Tmux is that if you want to copy, then if you copy directly, then you start copying from the other side actually. That we don't want. Okay. su.sh. Yeah, let us have it. We'll see where the difference is in bash. It's quite similar. Or we could use the other one.
Sir, one suggestion, sir. Before unique, sort it and then do unique. Will it matter?
No, but then they are also having guess two twice, right?
Two, yeah.
If I saw it, then that thing will not be there, right? So
Come, yeah.
synchro show. Yeah, it's good to see the output side by side. It's fine. Okay. Why do we always come to 5.2, 5.7? Synchro show. Fine. I think they are mapping on a different this thing. So in SU, you have two such outputs. I mean, the other patterns to which you can map, no? So I think essentially you have to match on that SU thing. Session opened for user. Yeah, this is the thing only, no? Why? Yeah, let us evaluate. Hopefully it'll pass. Maybe there's misprint here because it's matches actually. Chmod u plus x su.sh. Evaluate. No, it does not. Yeah, guess two is additional there. So what it could be, and then it could be. So let us see, what all it could be. Meaning, what are the other patterns we can match on? So SU. See, one of the thing is that must be SU. Okay, must be SU. So let us get up on that. Only on SU. Okay. So what all files have SU? This way. Okay. Now these are all the things we can match on. Okay. It will be coming from SU only. SU. This one. Yeah. So yeah, you have guest two, guest student root, and guest two, and then guest two, and then guest. Oh, okay. They're not matching on the string here. They're matching on this part. That's how you are having it. If you open that, let's see on this side. Maybe I can expand it a little bit. I want to, yeah. So let us have it on this side. This side we will have there are only 2 questions in week 6, so we can quickly finish that. Also, it is good to know which pattern it is that they're matching on. Okay, so see, these are all the things we can match on. If we match on this two guest part, then what we get? Guest, guest two, guest, student, root, guest two, and guest. Oh, okay. You see, it is matching this part. It is exactly like that. This is the output. Guest, then guest two, and so on. So they are matching on this, but why we are not able to get the same output with this one? For us, it's the same thing, no? Because after this, yeah, after this only this comes. So we are matching on this. Guest, correct, guest two, then guest, then student, then root, then guest two, then guest two again. Yes. And then guest. This correct one is the same thing. Huh? We are. So the one that we are matching on is this. Yeah, F5. Oh, in this case, root comes. In our case, root comes twice. They are taking root once. Why? So root comes twice because in our case, root comes twice because let us get upon SU again. Root comes twice because
We can use egrep.
opened for user root. Okay. It comes once and then it comes again. But root is also once. I don't know. In our case, it is coming twice. Anyway, we'll match on the two part. No, two guess two and that. Not on the string. Okay. Not on this. Okay, we'll match differently.
Then
Now we'll match
two
on this.
guests we should
To
get.
this one. So we had escape, I think. Bracket. So we have two. Then it could be any user. Right. Like this. So two, and then we want a student. So student, because student should be the user who is doing that. So now we have this. No, we don't cut. We don't cut. We want to see the match. Yeah. So you get this. Two guest, two, then guest, then student, then root, then guest, two, guest. I think it will match. Yeah. In our case, the root user was coming to this user root, the open for user, this one was coming twice, but I'm not really sure why. Okay, it might be that they started with the root user to begin with, perhaps. That's why it was coming twice. Oh, okay. It was just a difference between the match. So this is correct only. Now we have to use different thing. We'll do cut D, get the first field, F1. Oh, okay, not F1. F2. Yeah, F2 we can get. F2 and then we can do TR, D bracket. Oops, so closing bracket here, escape it. Yeah, escape because brackets are also having special meaning in Bash. No, you open the sub shell and all. So this is a special character. So you to escape it, you just do backslash. Okay, this way we get it. So now we'll try this. Cut, I'll add later. Copy this. Sorry, what was the name again? SU. So that's what it is. You had to sometimes check the pattern carefully and then according to which it should match. And now you have this cut D space F2 DR D escape bracket. Okay. Hopefully it is fine. Now I'm going to evaluate passes. Okay, done. So let us then go to week 6 and finish it off. Like the two PPAs that are there. Okay. And we'll take then some questions if there are. After that we can close. To the right side, PPA 5.6, no 6.1. Oh, it's not created. I'll do that. Okay. Let us create for both. How do we do that again? 1 dot dot 2. Okay, create 6.1, 6.2 both. 6.1 is what we want to start with. PPA 16 show. Okay, so this one is different. This is saying that. This is saying that. Oh, again, I need not open this one. I read it from the right side. Says write a bash command using find that copies all the files within the directory source to destination. Okay. Note that all the files within all hierarchy have distinct names and should be copied to destination. Okay. Only files should be copied and not directories. Okay. All hierarchies should be flattened. Fine. This is okay. Flattened, you understand what this means, right? Line number 8, is it clear to all of you? Okay.
No, sir. No.
Okay. So I'll let you know also. Yeah, in the sample input output only we get to know that. So yeah, this is a backup. See, thing is, we are having a nested directory structure. Like it's a. So if you scroll down in the right side, something like this is the situation. Oops, this one. You see, if you do tree, this
Hello,
was.
hello, sir. I just lose the context. I was 6.1. Please, can we repeat
Of
once?
course, of course, of course. So 5.7 is okay. We finished that. Now we are starting with week 6. So the first one. Okay. Idea is that they are saying we are going to write a bash command. Okay. Using the find command. Find command is there. No? Find command in Linux. That is there by default. Okay. We are going to copy all the files within the directory source to destination. So this part is okay. It is as if we are copying from source to destination. Source is a folder. Destination is a folder. We are going to copy everything from source to destination. The catch is that they're saying we are having this kind of a directory structure. If you see source, you have folder, one folder there, and then XYZ under that. Then you have 10, 10 is empty. Then you have 2, 2 under 2, you have ABCD. So when they say flattened, we're going to, again, we are not going to copy directories. These are directories 3, 4, 5. I think these are files. It could be files also, it could be directories. I think number 10 is file. I mean, we don't know which is file, which is directory, but we are sure that 2 is directory, 1 is directory. Idea is that it should be flattened, meaning we go inside 1 and copy XYZ, and then again we go inside 10, copy, if it's not a directory by the way, we copy 10 also, we go to 2 and then we copy all the files there. So this way it is flattened, meaning XYZ currently they are in different directories. No, this one is in 1, number 2, ABCD is in 2. Flattened meaning everything will come in the same directory. It will be flattened, meaning it will become like one folder only. Under that all files are there, disregarding the structure. Okay, so that's what they mean by flattened. All hierarchies should be flattened, meaning it is just one folder. You are having XYZ, ABCD, everything, and they are saying all names are distinct. So there's no overlap, or no files will be replaced if you just copy into one folder. So you have multiple folders. Under that you have multiple files, but you copy into one folder. Go inside every folder and then copy everything from that folder to one common folder that is there. So therefore it is flattened. Okay, that's what it means to flatten the directory structure. Only files should be copied, not directories. This is okay. So I'll show the command for that. Write solution in backup data set. You'll not receive any input output. Yeah, we should output the standard output. That's okay. The structure is like this. Fine. So the thing is, yeah. So if you do that, it comes like this. So 10, 3, 4, all of these are files. You see, A, B, C, and XYZ both are coming on the same level. This way. That's how you flatten it. Okay. Earlier they were having different directories like this. So you have a nested structure like this. No? You flatten it, you make it into one directory only. And under that you have all the files like this. That's what you have to do. It's easy to do with the file command only. I'll show. One thing is that we need the directory structure. Is that possible to get it after doing it here? Oh no, we are not having that. What to do then? Let us create quickly. So think about it. Say you have mkdir sp. So I'm going to create a b right, and then you have b1, right? So if we do tree now, this is the case. Okay, so in a you have b, in b you have 1. These are folders. Okay, and let's say I do touch to a b file 1, not txt, and then b1, small directory structure similar to what we are seeing. So if I do tree now, Yeah, this is the situation. See, so I think I went on to two levels. Huh? Uh, okay, that is also fine. No, like in this case, we are only going to one level, but I think we are doing two levels here. It's fine. Idea is that we put it into one file. So now if we do find, then the find command. Okay, type we can specify as F. Okay, so all files come automatically. It automatically goes inside. Okay, we need not do anything. It will automatically go inside every folder, every nested folder, and get all the files. If you do something like this, find dot and then give the type as file. So now I'm iterating over all files that are there by default. I need not do anything. Once I do that, so assume that this is the source folder. Now, since this is running like this, I can just pass it to uh, the CP command. Okay, and then copy all these files in the correct directory. Okay, that's what I'll do. So for that, yeah, this way I'll get it. No, so I think I need to iterate also. Mhm. Yeah. So let's do in a script. Idea is that essentially you run it. So it'll come like this actually. For file in find. So you run it in a subshell actually like this. Let's see if it works. Do this now. Will it show the file name? Done. It does. So what we are doing is that see find it is giving it a list of all files because it goes through all folders and gives us all the nested files that are there every file. Okay, so that's where you get it. Now I'm looping over this list for all files and then just echoing. So instead of now we have the individual file names in the variable file. Instead of echoing, I can also do copy. Okay, so do let's say I create a folder here. So currently we don't have it. So let's call it destination. For example, I want to move to destination. Okay, so and from here I'm doing it. No, so from here relative to this folder only I'll do that. So I'm having all the files. Now I want to do copy file to where to dot slash destination. That's it. Done. So now if you see, if you go to cd destination, you see all files are here. Now if you do tree from outside, this is what happened. You see, so you had a nested directory structure like this. I'm assuming multiple files, multiple folders are there. Even some files are outside also. Something like this is there. And now you flattened it out all everything and then put it in a destination. This is what they want, right? If you see scrolling on the right side. Uh, if you scroll down, yeah, similar to this case, we had this one. This is a source folder. We have the files and so on. We are going to flatten it out into one file. So you understand that? Now we are going to write in the bash script. So that will make it more clear what is happening there. Okay. So what is the name? Backup. Thing is bin bash. Idea is this. Oops. Let's just do that again. Thing is, for file in, I'm going to run this find command. Dot type is file because I need the files only. Okay. Do what we have to do for all files. Okay. I want to copy that file into where they're saying we are in source. Yeah. So from source we want to put it to destination. Okay. Both are in the same current working directory only. No, I assume. Copy our file within the directory source to destination. Fine. So essentially this is it. Let's say source. So everything within the source folder. Okay. I want to copy that file to destination. That's it because it's a folder. No, we'll take care. Done. So you understand what is happening? I am going through all files in source and the nested directory structure also. Every file will give me the file name in the variable file because I'm looping over that. And type F is needed because I need not copy the directory, only the files. Okay. So therefore only the file. And then since I have the file names, right? Just copy it and put it into destination. That's what this backup folder does. Sorry, the backup script does. And let's see if it works. So either, yeah, it passes. Okay, that's it. Is the script clear? What it is doing again? Any questions on this?
So this for loop, how this is working?
So I'll tell you. Thing is, again, as I said, assume that I have this kind of a situation. Now I have backup was the script also. No, this situation. If you do find, dot, right, it gives you everything. Like it just finds and gives you file names and directory names for everything from here, beginning from where you are, beginning from BPS 6.1. It is like a DFS, no, depth first search. It is doing like it's a tree, right? So you are going through everything. So first folder, then in the first folder under that, whatever files are there. Then I go to the next folder, the folder name, and then in that folder, whatever files are there. And then I go to the next folder, under that another folder, and then and in that folder we have file. So essentially it goes into that. Like it does it for us. It's a recursive thing. Okay. It recursively goes into every directory and gives us the file name relative to the current folder. Okay, because I'm doing from here. Okay. So it gives us every path. Now, since I have path, assume if there is a way by which I can just give the file names and copy. So if I have this list, I have the list now, no list of the files. Now I can do copy for each of those because I have the entire path. So I can just add prepend copy to it, add copy before it, and it'll and give the destination it'll copy. So that's what we are doing. You have file. So and not only from here, if I have another folder from where I want to look. So for example, think about it this way: I have AB, this thing AB. So I could also do. I can also do CP minus R, for example. Yeah, I'll show you that case. So mkdir source CP minus R AB A to source B to source. I'm just copying this to source. Now RM minus RA RM minus RB. Okay, now situation is like this. So I have source and destination is okay. Destination is like the flattened thing. Source, I have the situation, right? In the source, I have A, under that I have B, other folders could be there. In B, you have one and so on. So many files are there. So now what I could do find source slash dot. Oops. Tree again. See. Now find source. Instead of doing just dot, I give source dot. Okay. So now it is not going to look into this parent folder, meaning from here. It is going to look from source. It is not going to go to destination. It is because I gave source, no? Source. So source under that whatever is there. Now it is automatically going inside and all taking all the files. Now I have this. Now I want to prepend add copy before everything. So that's what I was doing. So if I have this command, I get the list, right? So if I have this, I can do something like this, no? Find source slash dot. Essentially it runs essentially it runs and gives us that in a, let's say it's an array, right? Then you can echo this, right? So you see this output from find, I put it into array. It's a list, right? I get the array. Now I have the array coming in like this, right? So that's what I wanted. I wanted the list of all the files, so I can now loop over that, right? So that's what we are doing for file. Instead of saying array like this, we can just give like this also, because this itself is giving us an array of files, right? Because it is going through that. So you see the output for this, right? Find source dot. So you have the list. Therefore, I'm taking that as a list and looping over the items. So first of all, I'll get, and again, okay, one thing I'm missing here. We need not copy the directories, right? It's only the files. So therefore, I need to give T also. TF, type F. So that's why you get only the files. Yeah.
Sir, if 10 is file, then it will work in
Which
three source of question.
mhm. If 10 is file,
One
then
has
yeah,
a
it will work. It will work. It will work. So yeah, we can do that. No, touch example file in sorry, example file. Where do I touch it? In source. So you're saying in the source we have something like this, right? Now I clear it. 3. Yeah, right. So in source, I'm copying source, right? So I have this. In source itself, we have example file directly there. So now since I'm doing find source slash dot, and then I'm giving the type as file, you will get example file also. That's what. It will include the current directory under that and so on. How many ever directories you have. It'll go inside each and every directory, give you the list of file names relative to the current folder, meaning the path. You get all the paths. Okay. So once you get that, you can essentially put it in an array, right? Like this. If you do that, find source I dot type is file, right? And I can put it in, this is a list or array or whatever. Put it like this. Okay, now since it is there, I can do loop for file in array, do whatever you want to do, right? So you do, let's say I just want to echo. I can copy now, I can copy, but I want to echo, right? So I want to echo this file name and done. Sorry. Oh yeah, dollar. Yes. For file in array, then you go. Yeah. So because array had all the files, the output from find, right? I'm looping over the array and then echoing the file. Now I have individual files here. So instead of echoing, I can do more things here now because I have control over the individual. Like I have the file name now in file. So instead of echoing, I'm copying, right? So I copy this file to where? Because I'm here in pp6.1. So from here, I want to copy to destination. 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 This folder. Right. Done. So this way, you have everything in destination. Now I'll remove it and show you again. So you have example file also coming in, right? Every file. This is the flattening. I can remove everything. RM star. So it removes, right? So if you come back, we do tree now. Situation is like this. Destination is blank. Nothing is in destination. Destination folder is blank. I have source. Source has everything. Now I'm going to run the same command again. I just make the array. Array. So I have the list now. I do loop over that. I just loop over that and copy each file to destination and done. So now if we do tree, you see in destination it is flattened. You go inside every folder and take every file from source and put it into destination as a common, a single folder. And that's what they mean. And every file name is distinct. So therefore there is no overlap here when you flatten. That okay? Makes sense? The same thing we have written in a script also. All right. So I think
Sir, I have doubt in week 5 GRPA 2.
week 5 GRB. Week 5 is over, right?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Can we finish off with 6.2? Last question is that one is the last one. Then we'll go there.
Okay.
We'll see quickly. Okay, data in the writer script demand if determine if this file has more than 16 lines or not. Print yes if more than 16, else no. This is okay, no? This is very easy. You just do it that quickly. Which file is that? Data. Huh? Okay. So for that, we'll do that like this. Count equal to. So assume I have data. How do I put it? How do I put it? Yeah, one way is that I say echo. Let's say there are 15 lines. It'll come like this. Oops. Okay, I can use tr to pipe it to tr. Replace space with replace space with what? Slash n. Will slash n work like this directly? Yeah, it does. Okay, there's one way you can get the file, right? So 15 lines. Okay, now I'll just put it into data. Just generated the data for testing. Now let us open this one just to see on the other side also. 6.2 synchro show. Right, you have this sample import. It's very easy. Thing is, if it is more than 16 lines, then you print yes. If it is less than 16 lines, then you print no. Okay, that's all. So now we have the data. Assume that we have the data here. Data. Now we have this now. So if you cat and then grab it to WC and then give L minus L, it'll give you the line count. It gives you. It could be any line, not necessarily number, right? Not necessarily number. Will it always be number? Let's see. In the if the file has more than 16 lines, it could be anything. It could be sentence also, no ABCD. It could be anything. So therefore, we cannot take with the last line only. We have to count it. So to count it, we use WC. Minus L gives us the line count. There are 15 lines, so 15 is coming. Now they are saying if there are 15 lines or less than 15 lines, then you print no. If there are more than 15 lines, or 15 or 16. If there are more than 16 lines, yeah, then you print yes. Okay, so that we can do. Let us add one more line. 15, let's say 16 lines are there. In case of 16, we will not have it. So now 16 lines are coming. So this thing then becomes the variable, no? This output from this like this. You run it, make it into a variable, right? Count. Let's call it count. So I have the count in a variable now. If I echo count, then I'll see 16, right? Now you can do if how do you do that? If count, or you can put it directly here, if count greater than 16. That's what you do, right? Then echo yes, right? That's what else. Else hopefully I'm doing it correctly. Can someone tell if it is fine? No. Fi. Yeah, that's it. So if count greater than 16, then echo yes, otherwise echo no. Fi. So in this case, it is not greater than 16, so therefore we are echoing no. And if it is greater than 16, actually, so let's say greater than 14, I make the condition, I change the condition. So it prints yes. You see, you're seeing this. Let me just clear this also. So count is,
Sir, greater than symbol will work.
Greater than symbol will, I'm not sure. It might not work because you have the, oh, it does. I think it does. Let's see, 17. It does. Yeah, this is working also. You can use this. So count greater than, or you can use GT also. It's fine. So you have this. Now instead of saying count, I can just put the command here, right? Cat data 5 WC manager. So because this is the same thing actually, same thing assigned to count. So instead of assigning in the if condition itself, I'm running this command and checking. Okay, so if cat data pipe to WC manager, whatever the output is, if it is greater than 17, then echo yes, else echo no, and fi. So essentially, it closes. Not data dot txt missing dot txt. Yeah. So this case, you have one line only. Okay. So no, in this case no. But if I say, let's say 12, then it passes. Okay, I mean not passes. This says yes. Okay, because in the data we have how many? 16 lines, right? So that's what they are asking for, 16. So we'll put 16 here, and this becomes our command. Okay, now this we can just copy and put it in the script file and then evaluate. Is that okay? Makes sense, this command? So if that is the case, then let's do it in long dot sh. So bin bash. I just write that down again. It's so nice to write actually. So I write that down again. So you have if, then cat data dot txt pipe to wc minus l, and I'm saying greater than 16. If that happens, then you, what do? You echo yes.
Sir, I think greater than 15 in question. Please check it.
16, huh? 16, no?
Okay, okay.
Right? Yeah, earlier I also thought it is 15 only. Fine. So you have this. And else what? Else you want to say no. Just trying to make it look nice. Okay. So you have no here and fi. So this is the idea. If we can, so this
Sir,
dollar and
what is FI?
fi is part of the syntax. You have to close it. No, it's the closing of the if. If you open if, then you have to close if also. In Java, for example, you have,
Okay.
it's a bracket, or in Python also we say something like that. No, if and end if. Oh no, not end if. What is that? Oh, in Python you need not end, is it? Yeah, in this case we need to end also. Fi. Fi is the closing. So you have, so the power of this thing is very important. Like, you run it, and whatever comes, you put it, the standard output of that into into a variable. Essentially, you're treating this output of something else as a variable, and then you are doing something on that. So this becomes very powerful that way. Okay. So you are running this cat data.txt and counting it. Then if it is greater than 16, then you say yes, otherwise no. So hopefully this should work. Go ahead.
Sir, can we discuss graded assignment 5?
Of course we can. I know somebody else asked about GRPA, some different GRPA. We'll see. This is the last one anyway. So we want to just discuss questions after that. So we have synchro. No, before synchro, chmod. Long.sh. It should pass. Oh, in one case, it should be no. We are printing yes. Why is that? Let's see. We just remove data. Okay. Yeah. Is the condition wrong? If cat data by WC minus n greater than 16. Then you echo yes, else you echo no. You should print yes if the lines are more than 15, yes, print no. Yeah, this is correct only. This is correct only, no? Let's do one thing. Go. Let's do one thing again. So you have 1.15 to tr, replace the space with /n. So that's how you get it. Data txt. Okay, now I'll try to run this on this one only directly. So you have the long message. Yeah, it says no. That's okay. Now if you go to data, add more lines. So let's say 16. No. So for 16 also you should print no. That's correct. More than, so 17. Yeah, this is correct only. If lines are more than 16, else print no. So why are you having this kind of a test case, which is not passing? For which test case they are saying this one? Test case 2 fails, huh? Which, let's see the test case, huh? OPT PPA 6.2 public test case 1. 0 is the first one. Input. You are there are nine lines only, so you should be no. What about this? 18. So yes. Yeah, why does the second one fail then? There's something else that consider file name data in the current way. Write a script to determine if this file is more than 16 lines or not. Your script should print yes if the lines are more than 16. Else print no.
Can you give GT?
Let me try GT. Maybe. Yeah, that's correct. Maybe the. But on the output, it seems correct. I don't know. Yeah, let's use GT only. GT. I think they are saying if it is equal to 16 also, then you are going to print yes. I don't know. Seems correct. Okay, thanks. Yeah, the greater than is kind of behaving weird.
That is taking ASCII or some value, sir.
Yeah, I should give GT. Please prefer LT, GT, GE, and LE for all the checks. Okay. Okay, all right. Thanks for that. Okay, now someone else asked about some other GRPA. I don't know who was that. And after that, I think the other questions that you wanted to discuss. So please go forward and put that. We'll discuss that now.
So yes, graded assignment 5.
Sir, symbol is working in terminal but not in test cases. Why?
Yeah, I don't know. It prints the same thing. No, I mean no, it must be different. Okay, please don't go with that. The greater than, I was also thinking that it might not work. I mean it might appear as if it is working correctly, but in some cases it might not. Okay, so please always go with GT and LT because we don't know when it will start behaving wrongly. Because thing is with if anything that evaluates to true, it says yes. So it will always maybe in certain cases it's just always saying yes and never becoming false and something like that. It could happen. So we are not sure when it will start behaving wrong. So better to use that one. Okay. All right. So yeah. So graded assignment 5 meaning the theory, Mayur,
Yes,
or
sir.
the G. Oh, you want to? Okay. So you want to see that? Okay. Yeah. So before we get there, any programming question? Someone else was asking about some GRPA. I don't know which one you wanted to discuss. Someone asked about it. I think.
GRPA 2.
Oh, GRPA 2. Which one? Week 5, huh?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, but GRPA also you don't have it. So you see it in the portal only. Okay, sure. So we'll see GRPA 2 and graded assignment 5 on the portal. Let me share it. I'll exit from this one.
Sir, I have a doubt on this terminal itself. The practice assignment, I'm a little behind. It's on practice 2.2 question.
Practice 2.2, huh? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, it's solid. So we'll see it. Then go to show. MIME type of some file. Huh? So idea is that there's this file command. Okay, file command. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So idea is in the file command, if you give some file, it could be any file, image, video, whatever, right? Some file, you give the path to that file. It allows you to get some metadata about the file, meaning information about the file, like what kind of file is this, what kind of extension you have, and so on. So one thing it could give you also is the multimedia internet mail extensions, meaning the MIME type. MIME type is like a convention, right? So you have several files, and for each file that is transferred over the internet and so on, we have a standard nomenclature, so to speak, and that tells us what kind of MIME type that file has. So everything is having that. For example, JPGs, like for example, image slash JPG, JSON files, Python scripts, and everything. Essentially, everything has some sort of MIME type associated with that. This question, what it is saying is, you use the file command, and the file command has a provision to know about a particular file, what it is, what the MIME type of that file is. If you give MIME type, so for example, something like that, you have file, and then you say MIME type, right? So for example, I want to know the MIME type of script.sh is here, right? I want to know the MIME type. So it says this text slash plain. It understands it's like a plain file. I think we have not added the interpreter comment in the beginning. That's also one thing. If you add the bin bash comment, no, in the, yeah, we don't have it. So if you add it like this, then it starts understanding that this is actually a script file and not. You see, yeah. So now you check the MIME type of the script data set, it just says it's a text shell script, right? And so on. Other things, images you will have. So for everything, you essentially have the MIME type. Question says use this file command essentially to figure out the MIME type of the file some file essentially. So in this folder, we're assuming that there's some file called some file. The name of the file is also some file. Okay, and we want to print the MIME type of that. So essentially, what they're saying us to do is something like this. Instead of a script.sh, we are saying file MIME type of that file some file. Okay, so that's what we need to print. I mean, oh yeah, it is already there, I think, in the folder currently because we have evaluated once. Therefore, that got created. But initially, to begin with, it is not there. But we will assume it is there and just write that command. Okay. So this is application slash JSON. JSON file is this one is JSON file. Okay. Anyway, so it could be any file essentially. So that's what the question is that we have. Initially,
So
it's not
suppose
there.
I have to try it on the terminal and not write it on a script file, the .sh file. I will have to create something similar and then do it, right?
So you just create it,
Okay.
no, some anything,
Okay.
and then check from that.
Okay. Because this looks easier rather than going into a script file and then writing it. This
The
is
way
much more,
the
yeah.
correct. The way I follow also, no, sometimes I try to copy the test cases from the folder, like similar to other questions I did, and then try to do it on the terminal because you get immediate feedback. Run the
Right,
command,
right.
see if it is working or not. When you are pretty sure that this is going to work, like you're getting the right output, then you put in the script and then evaluate. It's one way to do that.
Okay, okay. Understood. Thanks a
Right.
lot, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I think that with that, we'll close this one and go to the GRPA and GA discussion. Okay, so let us close. I think we'll have 10 more minutes. We can stay till some like beyond 4 also. It's fine for some time. Okay, so let me quickly stop sharing. I'll share the portal. Just a second. 2001. Week 5, right? Yeah, week 5 GRPA. Just a second. Week 5 GRPA 2. Let me know if the screen is visible. This one. You able to see the portal?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what is the question here? Like someone was asking what is. Go ahead. Oh, the pin code. I think we did this. No? One of the. It is there on the VM also. I think so. Divyansh wanted to ask, I believe, regarding this one. Divyansh, are you there? Okay. So meanwhile, we'll go to GA. GA5. Mayur, want to discuss this one?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
The GRPA 2.
Yeah, that's what I was showing just now. Just give me one moment. We'll finish this one. So which question, Mayur? Can you give the question number?
So second,
Hmm.
and let me just open the portal.
Okay, sure. I mean, you can also share your screen if you want to.
No,
You
sir,
can.
it's fine.
Okay, sure. So meanwhile, you open. This is the second GRPA. Divyansh, you're asking about this one, right? I think.
Yes, sir.
What is the doubt here? You want to know how to solve this one?
Sir, I have some doubts. I will check.
Oh
One
yeah.
second. I am.
Sure. Fine. You can take your time. Fine.
Second question.
Second question. Okay. GA5. Second question, it says about symbolic and hard links, no? That one. This one. The command ln file1 file2 soft link and hard link. That question is there, right? I think.
Inode number 1, na?
I know number. Yes. So you want to know about the correct options here?
No, I want to know ki why, but the question is speaking,
Question
and
is
what we need to solve.
okay. See, question is saying choose. So from among the options, there are 4 options. They're saying choose all the statements that are true, meaning what are correct regarding symbolic links. Okay. Remember, symbolic links are soft links. Soft links are symbolic links. Both are one and same. Okay. So when we are saying symbolic links, it does not mean we are talking about hard links. Hard links are different. Okay. Symbolic links are soft links. Soft links, so there's one thing hard link and the other thing is soft link. Soft links and symbolic links are same. So if they're talking about symbolic links, then it means we are saying soft link. Now, idea is soft link is essentially like a pointer. It's a link, no? It's in a true sense, it's a link. So it's a shortcut to simplify it. Okay. In some sense, we can say it's a shortcut, like a shortcut. Thing is, you have a file somewhere and you create a symbolic link to it somewhere else. So if you open the symbolic link and go through the symbolic link, you will end up at the same file, following the link that is there. So link remains. The hard link, on the other hand,
Okay.
which is not symbolic, is essentially on the hard disk, on the same hardware. No, so you have the SSD or the hard disk that is having the files. So in the hard disk, in the file system, you are having inode numbers, which refer to specific locations within the hard disk or the SSD for specific files. All files will have a unique inode number. Okay, so when you create a hard
Sir,
link, it's
so
not.
मेन इशू वाज कि फाइल का जो inode है वो सॉफ्ट लिंक में चेंज रहता है ना.
Yeah, that's what. So they are saying file 1 and file 2, they are creating it. This one.
Seventh question, sir. Seventh question.
Seventh question. Okay. No, seventh question is different here. It's talking about PS. I think you're talking only about the second one, right?
Yes. No, second is done, sir. मैंने अभी अपना पोर्टल खोला तो तब second was not that. Seventh.
Seventh is talking about this with regards to the PS command. Are you talking about this one?
Yes.
Okay. Now, with regards to the PS command, match the following. So you've got the switch for PS, options for the PS command, right? So what all options are there? You can, so this one is straight away. No, you can just run the PS help. Run the PS help and look into the manual, or look into the manual. It will tell us what switch does what. You have to remember it essentially, but you can run it. No, just do PS help, and from there you can see what all switches are there, what all those switches are meant for. You can try to guess, but the guess might not be correct. Thing is, I think PS minus. Yeah, I mean, see, it could be anything, right? The matching could be anything. Better to check once with the help. So you run PS help and essentially PS hyphen hyphen help, like double minus you give, and then help, right? You run that, you will be able to see the help for PS command, and in that you'll have all the switches along with the description. So which switch does what? According to that you match. Okay. So this is like a memory based question. Just have to remember that. I mean, you need not remember that. We'll have the help command always, right? So you can run it and check like that. Is that okay, Mayur?
Yes, I can do this also.
Okay, sure then.
Sir, in GRPA2,
Yes,
there is
yeah, GRPA2, yes. There is.
sir, in test cases they want daily pin codes. I think word
Mhm,
count pin codes. In
mhm.
script, we will use dollar state. Dollar state will work for all states or
Just a second.
for
I need to
daily.
go through the. Yeah, I understand what you're saying. So I need to go through the statement also. I have not seen this. I mean, I saw a similar problem, but not on this file, but not here in the VM. It was there. It was a different problem. Here it's a different problem. It says the file pin code info.csv has information on the pin codes of some places. Okay. A sample of the command head -5 gives us something like this. You have the columns and the states and so on and so forth, district and so on, the pin codes also. First line of this file gives this gives information about the, yeah, the header, the column names, no, state name, district, and so on. Fine. Assume that there are only 10 states for which this system works, and the first digit of the pin code is unique for each state. Okay. So we are assuming for each state the first digit is unique, and then there are 10 states only. Okay. Okay. That means for all the places in the entire state, the first digit will be the same. Correct. You are given a shell variable named state that contains the state name, state equal to Punjab, for example. Okay. Display the number of pin codes available in the file pin code within the state given in the variable state, and that has the same first and last digit. Oh, just a second. We need to unpack this a little bit. So they are saying that means for all state, this part is okay. First digit is unique for each state. That is okay. For, yeah, for all places, then it'll be unique in that same state. That's, for example, for Punjab, if it starts with 5, then all cities or all locations within Punjab will start with 5, the pin code being 5. That's correct. Now you are given a string variable name state that contains the state name, so we are given a name. Dollar state will have Punjab, for example. Display the number of pin codes available in the file. This part is okay within the state given in the variable state, meaning, okay, so we'll start for Punjab. That's okay, but then again, on top of it that has the same first and last digit. Okay. Essentially, okay. So you are going to check for the first digit for that state which is given, and you have to check also that the first digit also must be the last. I mean, the same, the digits must be same. So for example, for state of Andhra Pradesh, one such pin code is 515005. Okay. So first of all, you have to figure out the beginning digit for Punjab, for example, and then within those, all those which start with that particular digit, we have to look from that list. What is it that ends with the same digit that is there? Okay, so how could we do that? So one way is to, okay, so is it okay if we do it on the VM first and then put the code here? Is that fine, Divyansh? Will that work? Because I
Yes,
could do
sir.
it. Yeah, sure. Let me just share that quickly.
Sir, but sir, before going to there, sir,
Hmm?
one more doubt in 10th question also. These
Ah,
questions I have done wrong.
okay. GFI, huh? Okay.
10th question.
So 10th question is 9, 10. For which of the following command the output obtained will be number 3? Okay. Okay. Thing is, see, right. So essentially, what happens? Yeah, this also I'll explain. Okay, in the terminal, so by running it. Fine.
Okay.
Sure. So quickly sharing it again. So I think these two. Any other thing from the portal from anyone else, or shall we go to these two questions? After that, we'll close. Maybe we can stay till 15 minutes past 4 or something like that. Till 4, yeah, 15. Fine. So meanwhile, if there are other questions, you can ask. Let me just share the terminal again. So both are interesting ones actually. So getting some time to solve it. One help that I would need is maybe, yeah, I have the portal open also, so I can go back and refer to because we'll not have the problem statement there, no, in the terminal, just the file. Because we already have the file, I think it's the same file, we'll use the same. Okay. But let me quickly see which file what it was. I mean, pin code info is one of the, not this. I'll quickly figure out. Okay, it's week 5 only. No, so no, it was not there in week 5. It was some different week. I had to figure out which one. Oh yeah, one way is to just do find dot type file. I find the file. It was there. Pin code. No, I had to give the name also. No. Pin code info. Is the name correct, Divyansh? Can you look in the portal once?
1 minute, I am checking.
I have the file here. It's just that I don't know where it is. So that makes a good case for
Dot CSV.
I is small. Huh?
Dot CSV.
I is small. Yes, yes. Yeah, it is case sensitive actually. Pin code. Just a second. Let me. I think I'm giving it. And help. Just a second. Okay, let me get out of the. Yeah. Okay. So actually, it is not clear like that. I was scrolling. It shows up the other one. Yeah. So you have the file. Okay. Name must be there. Empty name. Yeah, name is there. So if I say find dot type f, name is pin code info csv. Yeah, here it is not there. That's fine. So what I'm going to do is find it in OPT. It is there, I know. It is there. ppf4.2. You see, that's how we find it. Okay, so it's the same file. I know it's the same file. So essentially, I can get it from there and show you for this problem. Okay. By the way, which one is it? GRPA2 in week 5. Huh? Okay. Yeah, they're using the same file. Regardless. So maybe you can make a directory grpa 5.2. I mean, it's not there, but just so that we know now we have the name also, meaning the file also. Just copy it. So cp this file here. Now we have this file, right? Now we could do what? We could do head -5 pin code. Same thing, right? Okay. Now, question is that. So assume that there are 10 states, fine. So for example, for Punjab, so thing is we have to figure out the. So I'm doing it for Punjab, for example. So for example, I need to figure out the first digit. So you can do something like this. You say you give the state. Okay. No. In the first 5, it will not match, right? I have to do cat the entire thing essentially. Yes. It's not there, but it must be. Let's try something else. Delhi. No. I must be. It must match. Yeah, you got for this one. What about the other states? Don't we have everything? Yeah, we have, right? Oh, okay. We only have a few states here. It's not the complete file actually. Okay, fine. So let's do for Andhra Pradesh only. I mean, we have it, so fine. So we'll do that with that. Okay, fine. So essentially, they have not given the entire thing. Fine. So you have sorry, you have to grab the state. So any state it could be. Idea is that you get this state. Now you know which one is the pin code. So if you do head -1 pin code, you get the column names essentially, and the same order you have. This pin code is which one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fifth one is pin code. So when I can do cut on the basis of comma and then say F5. So I get the pin codes. I think it's the same thing, right? 5. It all starts with 5 for Andhra Pradesh. That's the case, right? So that's what they're saying. They're saying now within that. So assume that you're doing for Punjab. Situations like this. I gave a state here, and I gave it here. So hopefully the spelling I've written is correct. Yeah, is correct. Okay. So instead of then this one, you use the state variable like this here. Okay. So first part is getting the pin code. You get it now from this. They are saying from this you give out the pin codes. Display the number of pin codes, meaning the count. We'll do that. From this, we have to then filter the pin codes which are ending and beginning with the same digit. Okay. So for that, okay. So one way is to put the first digit in a different variable, right? And then say if it's the same thing. Essentially, you do that. The other is you can use grep matching, no? Meaning, if I say, let's say I begin with, and that could be a group, right? You can use back reference in grep, right? Grep, just a second, grep back reference. Yeah, you can do that. So essentially, I'll show you the different example. Thing is, let's say, okay, ABC, DBC, DBC, right? That's what we have now. What else? BCD, BCB. Okay, so this is the file. That part only, that how to match both things being same. So CBC and BBC we want to match. For example, just to BCB, that is, just so that both are same, right? So essentially, what I can do is can grep and say something, some alpha, that is it. Okay, I'll just say A to Z. Anything once, so you can do grep. Right, so it matches everything. Right, beginning with that. Right, so you match the first part. Now you make it into a group. Okay, that's how you do that. I think you need to escape it also. Okay, so it matches. Now you have the reference, so this becomes a group. This is known as a capture group. So if you say /1, then you can refer back to the same button again. That's what we are saying. So we are saying we match this, and then in between we can have anything, right? Anything, and then after that we are saying that we want to match the same thing again. So after that, yeah, /1. Just a second. Anything, and then we refer back to the same thing again. Yeah, this one matches. Not plus anything comes, but that's okay. We want to have the same back reference coming here, right? So /1. No, are we missing out on something? I think it is, yeah. Oh, it says invalid back reference. Why it should capture one only, no?
Sir, can we use dollar for last and
Yes, exactly.
can
I
we
was
match?
also.
No, dollar is okay, but you don't know which this thing. Which directory? Oh, okay. Since I'm quoting it now. Okay. It's a bash thing. Actually, I'm doing it on the terminal. No? That's why. So thing is that when you are quoting, you don't need to escape. So you get this capture group. Now I say dot plus anything, and then after that this one. Yeah, you see that's what. So you match on this anything beginning with any one character, and in between you can have multiple things, and you want to repeat the same thing. So you match one beginning character. At the end, you are saying that it should end with the same thing. Now you can put dollar also. That's fine, but you need to use back reference. Without back reference, you cannot do that. So you see,
Dollar
CBC
won't
and this.
work.
You
Dollar
know,
will, I
dollars
think, not work because
in the
every time we cannot say this character. A to Z is always be coming somewhere.
no. I'm saying that this pattern you match first. Okay, whatever is in the bracket, this becomes a capture group, meaning one thing you captured. No, so that is with you. You know about it. Now I continue with the pattern. Now I want to repeat the same pattern again. So I say that the again same pattern should repeat
And with the pattern.
whichever is in the first one, and then we end after that. So meaning the last character should be the same as the first one. That's what you're saying. Is that okay? Make sense?
First character ending it will catch.
No, I'm
वन
not.
वन 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 का मतलब क्या है जो वहाँ लास्ट में लिखा है?
One is this one. This so thing is
It
okay.
will match with one.
No. Thing is, see, thing is like this. So you have okay. So for that, I need to modify the example a little bit. So let's say this is a sentence having multiple
Slash one is for matching
back,
first character, na?
no slash one is not. I'm just going to show what it is for. The sentence is having multiple sentence. Just give me one moment, please. Okay, is having. I create an example that I illustrate it carefully. So it's having multiple words in it, in it, and also some numbers like 1 2 3. Okay, so this is the thing. Only one line. Okay, so I have in the example this situation. See, back reference is a very powerful thing in grep. Thing is that if you are having this example, now you grep on some things. Very simple matching. Okay, not going to. So you grep on some, let's say also. Okay, so only also matches. You see, just clear it. You have this. Also is matching, right? And then we can also, let's say, grep on number. So number matches, right? And also grep on 1 2 3. Right. So thing is with grep, if you do this, right? If you cat example, pipe to grep. If you use parentheses or brackets, no, like this. Say if you say also, right? So this in the bracket, whatever you put in the regular expression, this is a regular expression, right? In the regular expression, whatever is in the bracket becomes a group. It becomes a group. Okay. Now this group can again be referred, using this 1 2. So I want to capture also, right? And let's say I want to capture 1 2 3. It becomes a group, and other things I want to capture like this. Okay. It could be, yeah, it could be anything in the beginning, in between anything, then 1 2 3. So you have these two capture groups. Just a second, I can have also, like if you match also, oh yeah, use egraph for that. Okay, so you have, let's say 1 2 3. Yeah, so everything matches. So thing is that also 1 2 3 comes in. No? So now this whatever is in the bracket can also be referred back again. In the same regular expression, if you want to match the same thing again, which you already matched, like also is matched once, right? If I want to match again also, then I can say /1. Whatever matched, I repeat. If I want to match 1 2 3 again, I can say 2. Okay, like that. So I can match multiple things and refer to one of the groups using this \1 2 3 4. How many ever groups you have? So all the brackets, whatever is in the bracket becomes a group. Okay, so you can repeat that again. Okay, another example might be in the same one. In the same example, I could have this. Right? So let's say I have 1 2 3, and then 1 2 3, and I have 1 2 3, and then I have 4 5 6, and I have 4 5 6 4 5 6, and I have 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 also. Okay, these are the things. Now, yes, I want to save it. Now you have this situation. Okay, so let's say I want to match 4, 5, 6 twice, 2 times, or it could be any pattern. 4, 5, 6 is just a example. Okay, it could be any pattern. Thing is, whatever I match, okay, so I can match again on example grep 1, 2, 3 like this. So it will match it again e grep. Okay, it matches 1, 2, 3. All the 1, 2, 3 are matching, right? Now, whatever match, I want to repeat it once more. So, and anything could be in between. So that way it matches the same thing, right? So whatever you match, you can match multiple things in to begin with, and again refer to the same thing in the same pattern, right? Anything could come in between, and then you have the same thing repeating. That's how you do that. Is that okay? Does that make sense? What we are trying to do here?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Got it.
Got it, right? So essentially that's what. So if you do with pin code, I think it'll make it clear. So thing is, we have that pin code thing, no? So essentially, yeah, this part is okay. State is state I have said. Oh no, a state is like this. Sorry. Okay, you have this. Now I'm going to grab one state. So you got this, right? F cut based on the comma F5. You get the pin code. Now in the pin code you have beginning digit and ending digit, but I don't know. It could be any pin code. Right? I don't even know it is 5, so I cannot match on 5, right? Thing is that then I can use grep on this. Say that there's some digit that is there. Let us have e grep. E grep. It could be digit, right? Like that. Beginning with digit. Same thing we are doing, right? The ABC example that we saw. So 5 is selected. Right? Once 5 is selected, can make it into a group. This part is a group. Okay. Beginning with, yeah, sorry. I'd escape it since we are doing in the terminal now. Sometimes it causes confusion. Or otherwise, yeah, let's quote it. Quoting is better like this. If you quote it, then it becomes a string. That is better. So you have this digit. Yeah, beginning with the digit. Now I make it into a group. Whatever is the match. Okay. And I say anything could come in between. It'll be numbers only. Right. And then after that, the same thing comes again and I end with that. So you see what happened? Only 5, 5. The beginning with 5, ending with 5. That's how one it does. So you're beginning with some digit and making it into a group. So /1 then refers to the same digit, whatever was matched. That's it. That is how you can use it. Like you can repeat the same pattern by referring to that. Because I did not know in advance what it will be, right? It could be 6 also. Right. So therefore I can match whatever matched, I'm matching that again and in the end. So this becomes this kind of a regular expression. Is that okay? Back reference.
Yeah, got it.
Okay, now, but we don't need the pin codes. We need the count. Now this is easy. So WC, I'm going to run it on the portal also. WC minus L. So you see 13 like this, right? Now it could be for any state because the state variable we already have. Now we cut it, get the pin code e grep on based on the digit. We repeat that again. And this dot star is needed only because you can have in between multiple things. No, it's like this. So this is the first group. You're matching on this. Then in between anything. After that, repeating the same thing. So /1 and ending after that. So dollar. So this is done. Now you can put it directly in the in the GRP. Hopefully it'll pass. Just a second. Let me try that out. Paste in the chat box as well if you want. That's it. This says the solution. Oh, okay. I'm not able to edit this because I think the deadline is passed. That's why, is it? Okay. In the solution, do you have
Yeah.
the? Oh, in the solution, they're not using the back reference. They are doing two-step process. First, they are matching on the number, then saving it. So 5 is matched, then I'm saving that, the first digit. And then I'm grepping again on that same number. That is one way. But I can use grep back references also. Yeah, in the alternate solution, they have given it, no? Yeah, same thing, essentially. Good. So that's how you match it. Fine. So, oh, that's all. Any other question, or shall we close for today?
Sir, we can discuss question number 10 on next session then.
Question number 10 for oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, the bash shell. No, let me. Sorry, I forgot about you asked about that. No? So this is easy only. See, thing is, in bash you have a variable which is already available always. Bash subshell. Okay. Right. So you can equate. It's a variable. It is always there in the bash terminal. Okay. So the first one, meaning I am at the root. Think about it like this. It's a root thing. Like I am not having any subshell. So the first one is always 0. Okay. Now if you do this, so this becomes a subshell. Under that again another subshell. Like how many ever deep you want to go, you can go, right? So this is like this. Now you have ego. So inside of that, if you run, then the subshell number will change because it's a different subshell. No, in the lecture it was discussed how to open subshells. So in the bracket, I think you can do one only. Yeah. Actually, you don't need the dollar for that, essentially. Yeah. So if you do inside one bracket, then it is the first subshell, right? And then you can keep doing it. So inside of that, again, you want to go further. So subshell inside of that, another subshell. So you have the subshell number 2 there, actually. Just a second, it is running it like that, actually. You have to echo the bash subshell. Just a second, let me. I need to escape it also, I think. So how many ever brackets you have, essentially, that number will be, okay? That way you can remember. Just a second, I need to check that. Yeah.
We have to end that at the end, then it will not give issue.
Yeah, this one, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So you have two brackets. Now we are going 2 levels. So it's a subshell running inside of a subshell. So the first one is 0, meaning the terminal itself, the SSH connection that we have taken, the first one, right? That is 0. So inside of that, if you open a subshell, then that's it's a shell within a shell, that is. Okay. So the first subshell is 1 bracket. And then inside of that, again we are echoing. Right? So every time we echo this variable, it will give you the current subshell number. Okay. So on the very outside, this is 0 because the first shell that we are having, right? So subshell is 0.
Can we say how many brackets counting can be the answer?
Yes, of course. How many ever brackets you have, that will be the answer. Okay. So you have one subshell and another subshell. So how many ever brackets you keep putting. We are going deep within, actually. And inside every subshell, you can do different commands also. That's also possible. Okay, 4. So
Okay,
number of opening brackets that you have, that way is the easier way to remember this. Okay. So remember that one we were doing earlier, no? Cat data.txt and like that. Data.txt and counting the number of lines, right? And then we were checking if the line number is greater. So this we were using a subshell like this. So this is run within a subshell. In a shell script, we are writing the script, no? But we want to run another command. So for that, we use the subshell. We use the subshell and assign it to a variable. And then we check. So if greater than and so on, like this. Right, 16. So this command that run, that is the cat, it is running inside a subshell. So this is the useful feature. This is again a useful feature which you can use to do such things. But this is only one subshell. If you keep doing that, then it becomes a subshell inside of a subshell and so on and so forth. You don't need to open more than one subshell generally. And that is there. Okay. Fine.
Okay,
I
sir.
think that
Thank you so much.
closes. Thank you so much.
Sir, if we
Go ahead.
don't use semicolon, then it will not work. Subshell.
Yeah, it is giving some error. I think because it's, I mean, the interactive terminal versus a script is slightly different. If you're not using that, no, it's trying to interpret it. Yeah, so you should not. I think if you escape, perhaps no. I think you need to use that. Otherwise, it does not. Actually,
In
the first
question
option.
number 3, GRPA. In question number 3, graded assignment, IITM answer is correct. You have checked it? I am not sure. Little bit.
Oh yeah, sure. Let me check. Just a second. If I have to. Oh yeah, so the first one you have to close it. See, this is like a command that is running, no, inside. So think about it this way: you have the outside shell, right, and then inside of that you have another subshell, so you can do other things also, like ls. This is one command, and then inside of the subshell you are running echo bash subshells. So this way, you see. So ls is also working. So these are commands that are, and therefore you need the, because if you don't give it, then it'll start complaining. That's it. I think
Sir,
if you give
question
space,
number 3, not this.
Mhm. So that's why
Question number 3.
you need to give that a mail. Okay, fine, fine. So we'll close this. I think that clarifies. After that, question number 3 in the portal, huh? GA
Yeah, graded
5.
assignment.
Mhm.
I
Uh,
I have run it in my terminal. Answer is different.
Consider user 1, the current directory is home user 1 dir 1. So the output of above command is what? Bashman enclosing single quotes. Oh yeah, it is running in quote, no? Enclosing characters and double quotes filters the later value of all characters. So in your system, output is different.
Sir, single quote and double quote work similar, I think.
No, there are differences in that. Single quote, it will make everything literal. So it will not be interpreted as a variable. So essentially, so let's say you have echo. Okay, let's say you have something state. Okay, let's say really. Yeah, this no. So if you echo dollar state, what will happen? State. You get this, no? If you do this double quote, it's still fine. You get this. But if you do single quote,
Yeah.
you'll escape the entire thing. So you just get state. You see, it is not interpreting it. It's like completely escaped.
Okay, that's why I think they will work same.
No, they are different actually. Okay, that's why in the
Okay,
grep,
thank you.
when you're doing grep on the terminal, no, like this, like egrep or grep, it is better to give it in quotes like this. If you do that, then all the other things like brackets are escaped by default. So you don't need to do this backslash for everything. Okay.
Okay.
But if you do this, then you had escape. That's the thing actually. Okay. So for example, I can show this one also. So you have state Delhi, and in the brackets, right. In the current case, I need to escape it, I think. So now if you echo state, it'll okay. It's literally showing up because I think it is quoted. That's why. Yeah, variable assignment I think is a different thing. So now if you grep for echo state, if you grep for the brackets, right? So it complains, right? It is not coming. Now if you give this quotes, I think code also works, right? Oh, okay. In this code, in this case, you don't need to escape the quotes as well. Fine, but in the other case, it was causing issues. Oh yeah, you have
Yeah.
if you have extended regular expression, you'll not match. So thing is that if you want to match it, then you have to escape it. That is like this. So it takes it. But
Okay.
if you don't want to escape, so if you don't want to escape, no, then instead of escaping in egrep, you can make it single quote. Egrep single quote. So now it will still match. Oh no, it's not matching. Okay. The case with grep is different, I think. But at least for variables, you got it right. The state thing. Actually, so if you have
Yeah.
single quotes, then it is the dollar is literally interpreted, so it is not going to the variable. But however, if you have double quotes here, grep case is different, so ignore that. Okay. In the case of grep, it's like we have to escape it. In the case of extended regular expression, because this makes it a group. Okay, bracket, so we need to escape it that way. Okay.
Okay.
All right then. So this will close.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Okay. Thanks so much. Thank you so much. Close. Thank you.